Hi, my name is Frank, and I'm the Tea Time Traveler. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can camp in British Columbia for free. Now, the government has created, the Parks Board created these campgrounds, and they're called Recreational Sites and Trails British Columbia. And Parks Board has used these logging roads that are all over the province. They used it for logging, and they're mostly by lakes. So you have little campgrounds by the lakes, and they're free. Some of them do cost money. Some cost $12, maybe $15 a night, but a lot of them are free. You just have to look up that site and find which one you want, where it is in the north, south, east, west, all over the province. And usually they're off on a gravel road, a logging road, maybe between 5 and 25 kilometers off the main road. And some of them are still active logging roads, so you have to kind of watch yourself a little bit there. And you just go find a site. There's no reservation, no nothing. You just find a site, and if it's full, just go to the next one. And they don't have many facilities. With the free ones, basically, they just have toilets. And but you're usually by a big lake, so I guess you got a big bath. The only problem is it can be a little embarrassing because that water is pretty cold. So most of it's like glacier fed. If it's not, then it's not so bad. But they're glacier fed lakes, then they're cold. And what I would do sometimes, you stay 1 or 2 nights and then drive into the next town and go to a community center, a recreational center, or a gym, and go do weights or whatever you want. And sometimes they have pools. You can go for a swim, and then at the end you can have your showers and you're good to go, right? So it's actually pretty good, convenient. Those gyms and that, or recreational centers, or community center, are about between $5 and $10 drop in. The difference is, I mean, if you're under 18, I think it's cheaper. If you're over 65, it's cheaper too. But that's the range approximately. So you can, if you want to have a shower and that, you can get those facilities there. And they're all across the country, so you can do it all across the country. And if you don't want to stay in the campground, let's say you're traveling across the country and you want to camp, you can go to the campsites, but most of them charge between probably 20 and $40 a night, depending on the size of your vehicle and how many people and everything. And or you got the hotels naturally. The cheapest one I found was like $68. But you can also go to the big malls, and they have parking lots, and a lot of times, especially on the highways, they don't mind you sleeping overnight there. And Walmart has food, so you can always in the morning go up and get some food in the morning. So it's good that way. Anyway, that's pretty cheap way of going across the country. I mean, you still have to pay for gas and everything, but basically the accommodation, you could do that. Well, it might take you at least 7 days to get across the country, but if, you spend longer, you can stop in a city or something like that and do whatever you want, and then keep going the next time, and it's pretty convenient. Like I said, and you just go to a rec center and use the gym, and then actually it was good because I get stronger, exercised, and that's a way of going across the country and camping for free, and most of the time it's pretty good. You just have to look occasionally if there's some kind of problems or something like that. And the States, I did it too. In the States, though, they have a lot more Walmarts and stuff like that. But some of the people have been kind of living there, so they're getting a little discouraged with people staying there for long periods of time. But if you're passing through, there shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, so that's how you can camp for free in British Columbia anyway, and travel for basically for no accommodation. I mean, like I said, you can go to a motel if you want and pay the $100, but and that's a cheap one. Anyway, here's my little bowl. So places I've traveled to, and this one is Scotland. I bought a car in England and I drove up to Scotland, and I got to Scotland. Actually, it was quite nice. It's got those like small little windy roads and moors, and it's pretty. And a couple of days the weather wasn't so good, but the rest of it was really nice. And I went to a really in the far north. It's called John O'Groats, and not much there. But I took a look and went out and I asked somebody. I says I want to go to the Isle of Skye, I think it is, and they said, "Oh, that's a long ways down the coast, and you gotta go all the way down." Well, to be honest, I don't think it was more than 250 kilometers or something like that, or 200 miles. You know, it was, to me, that's nothing. It's 200 miles from Vancouver, where I live, to Seattle, and I've gone there for a cup of tea. You know, well, let's go to Seattle for a cup of tea. Yeah, that's where Starbucks started, so I guess you could go there for the original Starbucks. Anyway, so Scotland, that was really good, and I went to the island of Skye, and the people were really friendly, and they have lots of, you know, in England and Ireland and that, they have their pubs, and everybody's in the pub, and you know, it's more of a community thing there where everybody goes in there and they eat and whatever else. So I'd go in a couple of times and met, well, I have an accent over there, so I met a lot of people that way. Anyway, so that's Scotland. I did more than just this in Scotland, but I'll tell more the next time. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.